boy, am I excited for this monumental project, for I will build a monument of horror. Indeed, this giant, complex structure will be built upon the foundations of this old, dilapidated building, and on it, a beautiful horror museum will be lifted up. Oh. Hello?
Macabro, the shit has hit the fan.
What's that?
There are bodies everywhere.
What?
Dead bodies are buried inside the walls.
What?
Are you freaking deaf? There are dead bodies everywhere.
Bodies, you say? Inside the walls, you say? What? You've gotta be kidding me.
If I were kidding, I'd be saying how handsome you are.
Do you know how bad this is gonna make us look? They're gonna think we did it. They're gonna keep coming out bodies. Oh, sure! Greetings and salutations. It is I, Profesor Macabro, here to share with you, surprisingly, a long-promised horror movie review. I know! It has been a while since I've done one of these. I've fallen into the trap of only doing horror DVD pickups because I love adding horror DVDs to my collection, the ever-expanding collection. So much so that I decided to, start making a building to store said horror collections, but as you probably heard, things are not going too well. No. Which reminds me of the movie that I wanted to talk about. Walled In. Provided by the good people at Blockbuster. Rest in peace, Blockbuster. Yes, $2.99 top picks. Good stuff. I'm not sure how many people know of this particular movie, but that's the purpose of this video, to share it with you. Yes, Walled In. I really like the cover. This is very, very cool. I saw it and I was like, I have not heard of that movie. I must watch it. And watch it I did. And what it is about, you may ask. Well, basically it's about the main actress is this daughter of a construction worker person, and she is tasked to renovate an old dilapidated building. And as she is doing so, she encounters a mother and a son with a deep, dark secret, but not as deep and dark as the original architect of said dilapidated building. For you see, maybe this guy was into some real extreme art. Spoilers, by the way. Well, this is a relatively old movie, but if you haven't seen it, warning! 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 Spoilers, they be a-coming. Anyway, the original architect was either into some really, really interesting art, or he was into the occult and wanted to, I don't know, make a building for ghosts or something. But it turns out that said architect had some interesting materials for his foundation, and he would abduct people and wall them in, bury them deep in cement, and then, I don't know, maybe he thought bones were a good foundation. Who knows how the man of a madman thinks? But that's what he did, and this, the main chick discovers said thing, but then is abducted by the mother and son, who have the architect, the original architect, walled in his own private chamber. But they can't let the architect chick out, because she knows too much, so it's a cat and mouse game. She's trying to survive these crazy people. They're only crazy because the other guy, killed a family member. So it's a vicious cycle of horror that is propagated here. I liked it. I liked it. It had a very interesting premise. I can't remember at the top of my head seeing another movie where humans are walled into structures in this fashion, and that's interesting. And then the cat and mouse thing is, your typical horror thing where a lady has to survive a dangerous situation before she herself gets walled in and covered up as evidence. Yes, very interesting. If you have a chance to watch it, despite the spoilers that I have just provided. I didn't say how it ends, so there you go. That's not a total spoiler. It's a plot synopsis. Yes, that's how I'm going with that. Plot synopsis. Sure. Anyway, walled in, I recommend it. It's not the best movie you will ever see, but it has an interesting concept. And, yes, very, very, very enjoyable movie, in my opinion. Not the best, not the worst. Fun to watch. But, of course, my movie tolerance has been known to be different from other people's. What I enjoy, other people's consider it's hot garbage. But that's the beautiful thing about horror movies. You'll give one a chance and you might like it, or you might hate it, but at least you have a story to share. Anyway, let me check back into my esteemed companion, Zombie Wasitos, and let's see how things are going at the future Profesor Macabro horror DVD collection. Zombie Wasitos, what's going on?
I have seen some mess up shit, but this takes the cake.
More bodies! How could you keep finding more? Do you know how the PR nightmare this is? How much money I spent on the damn thing? Well, debatably not that much. I got it super cheap. Which I guess, having seen so many horror movies, I would have suspected that there was something fishy about getting that building so cheap. Yes. Well, build around the bodies. I don't know. Just get rid of everyone that might have seen the bodies. Keep it hush hush. In a couple of centuries, it'll be someone else's problem. Yeah, good. Bye. Well, that is disturbing, to say the least. But I hope you enjoyed this movie review. I will try to make more, as I did it with the Towering Inferno one, which is the last one I remember doing. I rather enjoyed that one. And if not, I'll post some more retro reviews that I found in an old CPU that I can upload to this channel, my channel. Thank you so much, by the way, to all the new subscribers. I hope you enjoy my particular brand of madness. And, keep liking, keep subscribing, and do so. It helps the YouTube algorithm and helps the channel grow. And if you've discovered this little corner of madness, please give a subscribe. I can't promise that you will get high quality stuff, or that it will be entertaining, or that you'll learn something from it. But you'll help me, and that's the important thing. But until I see you all again next time, I wish you all, like always, a good evening.
Pray for zombie Huesitos.